Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Brickstop Live Show with your host, Jason. And we got Jim, co host in the house with Retro Space Coats. How you doing, man?
Oh, good, man. A little bit laid up. Got a little bit of a cold, ironically, this week. But we're ploughing through. We're ploughing through in ISAT 5s. Just get into the goal. So
Yeah, you can probably hear in my voice. Just I've been sick pretty much all week. Wasn't sure if I was going to make this happen, but if you guys can bear with my coughs and sneezes, I think we're going to make it work.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then we'll see. I may have to kind of keep it at an hour this time. We've been going almost to 2 hours recently, but I think we have to do probably an hour because I may need to go pick up my kid after this. So, but that's all
No
good.
problem.
We can make it happen, I think.
All good, man. Yeah, we can.
We got Michael D'Souza Cruz in the house. We got Chris Jones.
It is cold. Hello, guys.
Trick Bricks. Is it cold in here? Spacer Nate. Hey guys, can't miss this one. Yeah, this one's fun. This is back into space. We got the cold happening today. We got Night Lord Night Lord builds. There we go.
Hey up, Night Lord.
Check out his submissions to the Bricklink Design Program. He's been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, he's done some really awesome large builds recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, props to Night Lord builds.
Well, and I know because I mean you've seen I've thrown several submissions at that, and it's not a small amount of work.
No,
it really is a lot of effort. So
yeah, Brickavity, best space theme ever. Nearly agree. Yeah, it's this versus Mtron for me, and they're pretty much the same faction. So yeah, I totally agree. They're definitely up there. And yeah, good morning, evening, everyone.
And of course, Lorem System in the house. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in here. We got Black Falcon, Micah, and Sasban C or KC, Ice Planet. I think that's most of them. I wanted to drop all your guys' comments in there, kind of get you going. We got a nice group of people here, and so we're gonna start with Ice Planet. And you know what? I again didn't get the exact release year on this. I was on the Wikipedia just moments ago. Do you remember when this came out, Jim?
There's 93.
93?
Dragon Masters. Ice Planet on the space side of things. What a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can't even go wrong. Everything we've been covering over the last, I think this is technically episode 8, but we started with episode 0. So this is the 9th show we've done already. Can you even believe that? Like if you go to the live section of the Brickstop channel, it got a nice little thumbnail.
Cascade coming up now.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So we're making it happen, man.
Well, this stuff, it's nice to document this stuff, and there's lots of people doing it in fantastic ways. And for now, we're just going to talk on this stuff. But yeah, I don't know where to start with this theme. It's so iconic for me. This was right in the middle of my Lego heyday. So 93, I'm 6. I'm 6, and this comes out. I was all over it. All over it.
We had someone, Lorem said it was 92. Trick says it's 93.
Oh, was it?
I think.
Okay.
I think you said
there could be some crossover there. I mean, so those are consecutive years anyway. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're at the start of the 90s. 90. I think I've got it as 93.
We could also just literally Google it in 2 seconds and get the. But I trust.
Yeah, but I was really there.
Yeah, I know for sure. Yeah. So starting out, we got the first set I ever owned. And technically, it was a group own. I had 4 siblings, so my brother and I and my 3 sisters, but my 3rd sister wasn't born yet. But this little guy, the Space Diver, up at the top left corner, got it in a cereal box promotion. And this was the first set I ever had as a kid, not counting my mom's windows and doors and trees from when she was a kid.
Yeah.
So this one here, and then we have is this the ice? This is not the tunnellator, is it?
That is the ice tunnellator.
Is it? Okay. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's the different one is our satellite plow. Although I don't know if that's actually, if I remember correctly from the RR Sluggers coverage, that is sort of satellite plow is a name that has been adopted based on the satellite plow piece. But I don't know if that was its official name. It might be, and if Trix or anyone who knows in the chat wants to correct me, I'm happy to stand corrected. But I'm sure this didn't have a name.
The combo pack, if you look it up on Brickset, it says unnamed.
Yeah.
But it's one of the best ones in my opinion.
It's fantastic.
The
Modular.
3 wheels. Yeah. Is it
modularity? Well, in as much as that ski bit, I think, comes off the back, doesn't it? You could, by way of a bracket.
Oh, I see. So it's like a little like
yeah. But you can tell it kind of meant to do that because on the Celestian sled, it does it with a Techniques pin, but it's a similar arrangement. And this, they just did it with a bracket clutch to at the back of a bracket space chair. So yeah, there's loads of cool stuff going on with it. You're right, Jason. It is the best of the ones on screen, but they all come with the iconic minifigure. Everyone's got at least a chainsaw or some skis. The white wheels, space wheels in white, like this is amazing.
The balloon wheels, is that what we call them?
I always call the balloon ones the rubbery ones that you could get away with the earlier space stuff, and the knob on the Mega Core used one. But these, I think, they're just sort of hard plastic wheels. They're called on Brick Owl.
Right.
93, Lorem says, verified.
Night Lords has a good point. Came out in 2002, clearly.
Clearly.
Name.
I'm such an idiot. It was right there the whole time.
Tunnellator, the Tunnellator was Trick Bricks, one of his first sets.
Ace, man.
Good one. Yeah, so Ice Planet just coming in for both of us there.
I'd had quite a lot of Lego. I'd been through Black Knight and everything by this point, but I did have the Ice Tunnellator. I walked into Woolworths with my £3 or whatever it was. I bet that was $2.99 in Woolworths.
You know, it should have been Frosted Flakes, Lorem. Sorry, not to cut you off, Jim.
No, that's all right.
That's a funny. Which cereal promotion was it? Frosted Flakes. It was Cheerios. You know, it may have been a bunch of different brands. Frosted Flakes would have been the best one to do that, though.
Yeah, come on. This is Frosted Flakes theme.
Never rubber balloon tires.
That's true, Space Nate. That would have been. I'm always on the lookout for any white wheels. I love wheels in white, and the main driving factor behind this is this awesome faction. But yeah, balloon in white would have been great. I wonder how. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go for it.
There you go, mate.
I was just saying, were we talking about the little space rubber ones that?
The ones that some people have said they chewed.
Yeah, they're the licorice wheels.
yeah. White licorice is what Space Nate's saying. Yeah, bring that white licorice. I didn't think I'd be saying that today.
Yeah. And then we have this rescue vehicle which came with the combo pack. Also a great little set. Awesome. Good time for that. So we're gonna keep moving forward. This is an awesome theme. I mean, just to kind of go over a couple of things. All the trans neon orange. I mean, an insane amount. They just dumped it on every set. The new torso prints. Two new torso prints.
Yeah.
One
for Commander Cold and one for the normal troops.
Yes, and there was a little robot that used the Explorian's torso in the Lego Racers game.
Oh, cool.
So you could customize that and make your own little character to go along with it. His name was Robo Racer. And he had a nice planet torso, and then the skeleton metal printed legs from Explorians. But if you wanted to give them droids, Lego actually officially did in the Lego Racers game. Anyway, just a bit of random lore. So here we have. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say on the trans orange tip that you were just referring to, and of course we've got this new mold for a visor, which is one of the. I remember looking at the box for the first time in the shop, and it was the Celestial Sled. Look at that picture there. You have to do a double take when you're not used to it and you're not expecting it, and then you look and think, hang on, there's a little aerial on that visor. Oh, the front comes in like so, and you got this new mold. It's all trans orange, and it just gives them their own vibe. Like they've got their own. The palette is sorted black, white, blue, trans neon orange highlight. Like beautiful color scheme.
And those chainsaw pieces.
And I must say, it works really well. This does work quite well if you exchange the not for Ice Planet. You'd have to create your own faction, but this works quite well if you change the blue to green. If you change what's blue to green, it looks quite nice as well. Change what's white to grey, that's like quite a nice space vibe. Anyway, modularity on these two again, Jason. The back pops off, both right. Little sections, just killers. Did you have either of these, Jason?
I have. I think is the Celestial Sled the top one, and the Blizzard Baron is the lower one.
Yes, that's right.
I think I have the Blizzard Baron, but I didn't have these as kids. I didn't really have any Ice Planet as kids, except that tiny little first one when we were younger. I eventually got the Ice Sat 5, but or is it Ice Sat V? I assumed it was V was 5.
I think it's the Roman numeral. There was some talk about it being vehicle, but I'm pretty sure it's a Roman numeral. I would put my bottom dollar on it, but
that's what I thought. Anyway, eventually that was my. I think that was my second Ice Planet set. Was that one because I thought that was probably the coolest looking one out of the whole crew. And I got that quite a bit later. Once I was in my teens, going to BrickCon and like the conventions. I think I picked it up around that time, but. I didn't have a lot of these as kids, though. Definitely looked at all of the sets a lot in the catalog for sure.
Yeah. No, for
sure.
These
are fun. I think the sled looks probably better. This one, Blizzard Baron, is a little. It works, but it's a little stacked up.
I find it a bit of a frustrating build, if I'm quite honest. The Blizzard Baron, I would buy it 10 times over for the parts, but it's just it's not got the depth I like in a cockpit. I sound like a right idiot now, but it's not got the depth I like in a cockpit. You just put a plate on, you sit him in, you stack 2 thin plates on either side of him, and then you start piling up your windscreen. I like my palette to be within. Now I know there's an argument that this is more of a sled type, maybe a hover type craft rather than a deep space Voyager, so I understand that. But that's my little grumble. However, knowing what I know now about what you could do with the parts, it's a great parts pack. Gotta love those white facets.
It's an insane parts pack. I mean, it's just absolutely stacked as far as parts go. You're getting 6 of those little skis.
Oh yeah, there's just the detail. There's loads, and they're all on the hinge underneath as well, which is really quite nice. But that's one thing I really do like about the Blizzard Baron is those ski attachments on the bottom. If you like, it's got something with a bit of wave to it, and you cruise it over the top, it will actually coherently pick it up. Whereas the Celestial Sled skis are coming off all the time, especially those front 2 1x1 round blacks that aren't attached to them at the bottom. That gets a bit funky. but they did a great little job as a model with what. It was fantastic. So they've both got plus and minuses, but I can't really say anything bad about anything Ice Planet. So, but Blizzard Baron is a weird one.
Blizzard Baron, we got someone in the chat's got Blizzard Baron. Something about the colors in the box art is so striking. Yeah, it's very honestly, it's kind of 80s sci-fi. Like going back real quick, like just look at this. I mean, I get it's a poster, but even the colors, on this just looks like an 80s movie poster or something.
It's cool because their color scheme makes the Blacktron 2 color scheme look really invasive and just like, what's this? Throwing off the feng shui, which is great because that's exactly what effect Blacktron wants to have on you. So that's great. Yep,
Vintage
awesome
Productions says awesome theme. Welcome, guys. Welcome, people in the chat. There's several actually people jumping in.
That's great to see.
Yep. Good to see you guys.
All united under Commander Cold for a special mission.
Yep. Commander Cold. Yeah, he's the leader of the Ice Planet crew. And I just to jump back into a little lore, I believe the Blacktron invaded planet Krysto, which is where the Ice Planet were kind of set up shop.
That's right.
Insufficient tech to deal with the severe cold, and they ended up in ice cubes, basically.
Yeah.
And the ice planet either imprisoned them that way or rescued them from those ice cubes, but probably imprisoned them. Blacktron weren't very nice.
No, they were a bit, yeah. They were
And
doing
this was
stuff apparently.
And this was Blacktron. What is it called? Future Generation.
Yes, Future Generation.
One, yeah.
So they like the sort of more friendly edged Blacktron rather than the all out assault Blacktron with covered in black.
We're talking about the new orange cat that leaked, the Tuxedo Cat. I believe there's an orange version, and Alarm System says a trans orange cat.
Oh, right. Yeah, would have been better. Yeah.
Honestly, he's not wrong. Trans neon orange glows in the black light. Yes, that is a good point. We did that on our old show. Andrew did that with.
I nearly ordered a couple, but then all the reviews said the ones I was going to get weren't very good, so I decided to hold off till I can get some better ones. Although I was going to try and do that tonight with some of the mocks I've put together, but next time I'll have them ready. Hopefully, for when we do Blacktron or something, we can have a look at that.
That'd be fun. Yeah,
they do. They glow up. It's nice.
These two and the Tunnellator are the only ones I own. Need to fix that. Yeah,
look here. Deep Freeze Defender. There's no other words.
I know, man. I'm curious. I would like to see Lego remake the Deep Freeze.
Dude. I would tolerate it in normal trans orange if they did some cool part stuff and had some new colors of that. It would be good.
Sasband scored Blizzard Baron last year. $20 instructions.
With instructions.
That is a vibe for sure.
Yeah, it's about that. About what it's going for over here as well.
Yeah.
I picked a few of them up for like £6-7, but they'll be like missing an antenna or missing a ski or something.
I'm always grabbing those incomplete ones. Actually, that's one of the moves. You got to grab
in the library, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And also, like, I've got enough bulk sitting around that usually I can sub it out.
Now, here's a question for you, Jason, just not to tangent too much, but when you do that, when you get like an incomplete classic part, sometimes I keep all the classic stuff that I know is totally classic in separate boxes to like new brick, rather than just filing it all into totally strict library.
Ultimately, yeah. I mean,
it's hard to organize after a while, but
it does. Yeah, I've got a couple of bulk bins, normal like vintage bulk. But yeah, I mean, I know that I've got enough parts from random Ziploc bags bought in, secondhand shops and things like that I could probably, for the most part, unless it's a red trapdoor from Pirates Perilous Pitfall, I don't have an extra one of those.
No, just the one of them.
I always forget the name of the ship. It's one of my favorites because it's such a weird little ship.
The Crossbone Clipper.
It's the one with the little red, whatever you call that, spider web piece.
Sure is. It's kind of weak, but at the same time, it kind of oozes quite a lot of accidental charm. I'd love to see that mocked up actually as like, really embellished to its full potential with all the sails on. But yeah, I mean, you've put the ISAT 5 on, I see.
Yeah, here he's up here. This might be. Look, I mean, I'd love to get my hands on the Ice Station Odyssey and the Deep Freeze Defender. Those ones are both missing out of my collection, which is kind of crazy because I've got I wouldn't say a very complete vintage collection, but I've got some stuff.
Yeah.
But these ones I do not have really. I don't even have very many parts to them, and I'd love to get my hands on them. However, just from an aesthetic, like vehicle standpoint, this might be my favorite.
This is the one.
It's the one, dude. Look at it. I mean, it's so interesting. It just draws your eye into this. It's like there's everything going on here.
Do you know what's happening here? All of the meters are on high, like playability, high, sleek design, high, features and hinge interesting parts, high. Got
even the lore and the storytelling is high because it's the first one, right? It's the first one that has the rocket and the satellite piece.
It's a tiny little mobile. You could, if you set this out, holding the rocket up somewhere and pull the visor down, set the man up, and put a few different satellites from other sets around it, you could start making a little base with all. There's enough here to do stuff. It's a really nice, full piece, and if you could only get one medium to cheaper to set, this is the one to get. All of the others are much more plentiful, but this is worth looking out for. You pay an extra £5-10 or dollars for it, whatever, but it is worth it. This one, you've got your 2 magnets, you've got there's 3 different trans panels in this. All of them are quite cool panels to have in trans orange. Yeah, I've got no negative things to say about this set. Great.
It's a good one. It's my favorite. One of my favorite space sets of all time. I think it's my favorite Ice Planet set. Again, this doesn't mean that I wouldn't love to get the other ones, because I think those are key, especially the base. Like, you want those. The space bases are always, the ones to get.
Yeah, man.
Especially those raised base plates and the different prints and stuff like that. But
although my confession is, I don't own this. I don't own the Odyssey base plate.
Yeah.
Well, I've had the chance loads of times, but they're always just cream. They're never white, and I can't. If I bolt on a white base plate next to that, it's just going to do my head in, because I'm weird like that. So I'd rather just get plain white ones and then stack up with blue burps and stuff.
Satsband says it's like a smaller Megacore magnetizer mobile base from
exactly.
Yeah.
That kind of idea. We've got the grabbing arm, the kind of industrial 4-wheeled thing. It makes it look. It's only using the small wheels from the Ice Tunnelator we saw a couple of slides ago, but it's stacking 4 up on each side. It's making it feel, it's doing the most it can with the pieces it's got, with the scale it can achieve.
Yeah, for sure.
This does that, strikes that balance very well.
Yeah. Steven and says, wish Lego could go back to this. I'm there, man. Yeah. So I really do like this one a lot. Obviously, we just talked about that. So what else was I going to say about this one? I like the 4. I like these little wheels in like rows. I think that's what drew my attention with the other one. What was it? The Tunnelator? Or no, it was the no name one.
Yes, the ice.
That one, man.
Satellite plow, we call it.
Yeah, the satellite plow or whatever. I was going to point out with the alt builds here, because we like to throw the alt builds up here. Obviously, none of them even scratch the surface of being as good as the original build. However, like you said, they did build a little like base down here in the corner.
Yeah.
So there is those parts that you could get that going.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
even
set,
so, and then the other option, split the parts and have a flying and a terrain vehicle, and that's in the other side. You've got some sort of terrain, rover, and this little very small one-man ship, which is quite a cool design, using the angled wedge plates as wings and stuff. It's like a bit of a sort of droney kind of dropship kind of thing. I might actually try and get the instructions for that and build a couple of them. I quite like that.
Straight out back of the box builds. Bet you they have it.
Yeah, I bet.
Vintage Production says, I can imagine this theme will have a remake one day as in Modern City. Yeah, man. Some sort of that would be City Space Ice version or whatever.
I'd pack in. I've nearly already packed in with them, but if they did that'd be the end.
Trick Bricks agrees. Probably right. I wish Lego would quit trying to cram things like the Adventures into the city line. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother look. We're gonna have that conversation down the road, because that is definitely a conversation I'd like to have with the issue of modern Lego and like Lego City absorbing everything. But for now, we'll just stick to this one. But I agree with you guys. There's a lot to talk about in that. What's this got here? This one's about, 50 to 70 bucks. Wow. Yeah, people love this, but I think. Go ahead.
Yes. No, you go ahead, dude.
I think that's probably it. I mean, it's probably one of the.
Yeah.
I don't know that it has anything.
I think there's one like the white hinged, the little hinge bit that's clipped on the side in white. It's not super common. It's not dead rare, but it's not super common. And you'd be surprised when you come to look for those white plates, 12x4 or whatever it is, or is it 14x4? I can't remember. But sometimes those can escape you. I mean, obviously, big collectors will have them, but you'd be surprised how many times you think you've got them and it's just a 4x12 and it's not quite long enough, or something, just a 4x10. But no, it is. Other than that, the parts just trickle in. I'm trying to think. The magnets are obvious. There are the obvious ones that you might struggle with. Actually, the Ice Planet tile 2x2 printed tiles are going up and up and up and becoming scarce.
What about this helicopter windshield in trans orange? Is that only on this one, or just it shows up on another one, right?
think it might show up on another one. I don't know if it does. Unless it's in the Ice Station Odyssey. If it's not in the Odyssey, then no, it doesn't.
Yeah, Black Falcon says one day everything will be Lego City. Lorem system, Lego Town over Lego City. Yeah, I look, for what it's worth, Lego City.
There's some good stuff. Like,
I
don't discount it. Yeah,
I'm kind of a fan. Out of the modern themes, it's the one that stays the truest, in my opinion, besides maybe Creator, to like Lego's core. So, and Harry Potter. Ironically, Harry Potter seems to just be hitting it out of the park with how I think Lego should be doing all of their licensed themes. If they're gonna do licensed themes, look, get rid of licensed themes altogether. But if they're gonna do licensed themes, do them like they're doing Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, all of it. Do it like whoever's in charge of Harry Potter over there. Do all of your licensed themes that way. That's that's my rant.
No, that's fine. If that's the formula's working, then that's where they need to pick it up, isn't it?
Anyway, just something to think about. All right, we're getting into the meat here. This is the good stuff, and then we'll jump into. I only have one mock. I've only done one mock or set design, I should say, in Ice Planet. We'll pull that up in a little bit, and then we can get into your stuff as well, because I think you've got some nice photos of some stuff.
Yeah, I've done a nice mock this week too, so it'll be nice to show you.
Right on. Oh, you did that one you showed me earlier this week?
I did it last night.
That's crazy. All right, that'll be fun to look at. Yeah, that's an insane build you did. All right, so here it is. Deep Freeze Defender.
Another one to just take 10 seconds, I think, of silence and just appreciate that bad boy. Look at that.
Just take it in, man. It's good. It's a good situation.
Soak it in. San Diego.
Got the little modular magnetic detaching ship here coming off the back or the side there. Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't speak too heavily to these since I don't own them. So I don't know all the little.
I grew up with this one. I had this one in the day, and actually, this was the first thing I got back when I first came out of the Dark Age, and I decided what I was getting. I ordered 2 Lego sets. It was this. I found it for £35 actually, and it was complete. And I also bought the little raft with the first mate on with the yellow 1x1 round bricks, the little tiny pirate raft. So I remember getting those 2 when I first decided to come back to Lego. This was top of the list. I had to have it. There's something about this that's just lodged in my childhood memory. For me, the big 3 will always be where Lego's at for me. But within that, like, you have a massive castle. Castle's your top one of the 3, although you love them. But for me, space is the top one. And that's kind of, people say I'll make a lot of castle stuff, but the name's Retro Space Coats, and that just comes from the fact that it all started for me with space. I love all the other themes, and I'm definitely having a castle infatuation, but space for me is where I'm dying on that hill. I just think these are the greatest parts Lego ever produced. They're amazing. And this shows them off so well.
It's a lot of fun things they're doing here. A lot of kind of unique. This whole theme, obviously, is such a vast contrast to their space stuff that came before. Especially, obviously, the color palette helps with that.
Yeah.
But man, there's a lot of unique stuff. I mean, even they didn't just stop with like, oh, look, we're going to build similar ships with new colors, and people will be fine with that, which they would have been fine.
New ship, new color, new shape,
new tech, the story. I mean, they added everything here. This is a complete, fully fleshed out theme with lore and all of the tech to go with it. Like, you can't get better than that. I mean, this is it right here, man.
The thing I loved to do with this ship is, I don't know if you can see, guys, but in the middle where that little satellite's just been studied into the technique.
I see that.
If you take that out and put it to one side, obviously the front cockpits are detachable. You can put one in the middle and then take it in half again, and you can put the other front cockpit on the back one that's kind of chunky, and you can have 2 ships. You can have 2 really quite considerably sized ships, and then put them all together. And the thing's really long when it's built. I don't think anything can prepare you for how long this ship is when it's built. It's really modular, really long. Like that whole bit in the middle where the Ice Planet logo hinge panel is.
I have that piece.
Yeah, that's a great piece.
I
Well,
got one of those.
yeah, I mean that's attached to a 4x12 plate that also is hinged back to come back, so the whole
I see.
thing comes
The whole
up,
thing.
and the
Okay.
whole rocket can come out of the top, and then you put the satellite on. It's
Oh,
really,
got
really
it.
well made. Also, the
Perfect.
back there where there's two black jets are above, like the garage style roof. When you pull those apart, this little vehicle comes up like this, and it presents itself ready to eject. So it's
Perfect.
just really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's got a big end. It's got a big back end. Some people will comment about that, but I think it kind of suits it because, again, mobile base, mobile laboratory. Yeah,
Some other shit.
fantastic build.
Some other shit. Yeah. Night Lord Builds had this one. That's awesome. Lorem Ipsum or Lorem System is trolling me in the comments. Said he has one. Have this one. Might get another.
I would.
Just
I've got about 4 now.
Nice. Yeah, I guess this was 35 pounds when it came out.
I did, honestly. I did. It cost me about £35 and it had Dr. Kelvin. She was really chewed up. I've got another Dr. Kelvin since that's better. It was quite a chewed up, well, not chewed up, but like worn off a lot. Like one of the eyes had come off a bit. But I just put the helmet on her. She's still in my squad. But yeah, everything else was there. All the blue bits at the back, like those little blue. We've talked about this already. Those studs on side, kind of almost look like traffic lights.
Yep.
With the use those in blue.
Yeah. Well, I was just
a little rarer than anything.
I was going to point out. Oh, in blue, yeah, and like gray and black, they're a dime a dozen. Those hoses, they even like integrated those hoses coming out of the side panels, just really so nicely. Cool. It's just interesting. It just draws your eye in. It's like, oh, what's that going?
So cool.
So
because you build that, then you put the panel on around it. It's so cool.
This might be a hot take. The only thing I would maybe change about this one is that whole garage door in trans orange instead of the white.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the stripes. I don't like the cat in the hat stripe.
Yeah. So would you go all orange or all white? What would
Either one. I just would. I would cut out the
commit to one of them.
Right. Yeah. I just don't like that part of it.
Interesting.
I don't. Obviously. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just stripy. It looks like where's Waldo?
Yeah, no, I get it. That normally annoys me as well. Like on those robots' legs the other week. That normally annoys me. For some reason, it doesn't annoy me on this, and I think that's just pure bias and nostalgia. So
maybe, I mean, I never had it. I didn't grow up with it. Looking at it,
it's a fair critique, mate. And I think it would look great if it was all trans orange, but I don't know if the necessary end connector came in trans orange.
Yeah.
There's a different one at the end.
Sure. The little handle on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but even if that was just white, it wouldn't be as bad, would it?
Tricks Nate says Lego needs to go back to proper sci-fi space. Yeah.
It's not as if there's a shortage of sci-fi in pop culture these days. Like, what are they afraid of?
Yeah.
Star Wars, competing with Star Wars. Anyway.
Yeah, but
another day.
But they're already, I think they're out of that contract. I mean, they can do it now. I'm pretty sure. They did Galaxy Squad.
Yeah.
That came out way after Star Wars.
What we should have is Ice Planet. We shelved all of our greatest themes when Star Wars came out, but now it's gone, and guess who's back? City Space. It's just a massive
City Space and more City Space and another wave of City Space, and then we're going to redo the whole wave and then make it City Space.
Yeah.
Not that I hate City Space.
I don't. It's good.
Bunch of
good. Like you should be as well as you should have. If you had City Space in this, maybe I'd buy more City Space and just but it just needs to stay in its lane, man.
Yeah, City's just soaking it all up. Black Falcon says White Whale set. Same. I mean, honestly, here's the thing. I don't like ships as much as locations, and that goes across all of my collecting. I like locations over vehicles, hands down, 100%. That's all Star Wars, Harry Potter, all space, city, anything. I don't like Lego cars. Get out of here, cars. I don't need more trucks and cars. I want more gas stations and hospitals. So even with this, out of the two that I'm missing, it's gonna be the station, the location that I want over the ship. I don't know what it is about that, but I like the locations, man. Yeah. So they're both white whales. I mean, right? Like any.
I know. I'm just. It's a friendly banter, brother. It's horses for courses. Really, can't go wrong either way. If I'm honest, I mean, who doesn't want a trans orange quarter dome? So yeah, Odyssey's great too. I just really like this ship. It's ace.
It's beautiful. I am a fool of a took also, so you are on point. Productivity says I shoveled my driveway for the kids, make enough money to buy that set, and then dug tunnels in the snowbanks for the minifigures to hide in. Dude. Oh, you did that as a kid. Sorry, I was reading ahead of where my eyes were. That's awesome. I love that. That's the way. That's how it's meant to be played with.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Just checking in the comments, we got a lot of long, wordy comments, so people are really engaging with this stuff. Thanks for jumping in here and dropping all your thoughts. I won't be able to necessarily pull all of them in, just because we got to keep moving forward.
Yeah, we're on a bit more of a time task today.
Otherwise, yeah, I'd sit there and drop all of these in.
Yeah, man.
But also, dude, I mean, I think we've gained like 70 or 80 subscribers to the channel since we started this. So I want to say thank you for all of you people joining in and liking and sharing the video and dropping comments, even after it's posted. I love to see what you guys have to say. So
yeah, nice one, everyone.
Keep doing that. Keep that up.
Keep it up. And like the video as well, everyone, just because it helps us.
Octavus 1600. This is one of my first Lego sets, quite close after the small 3-in-1s my mom got me to see if I like them. Yeah, okay. And then she got me the Aquanaut submarine. Then came this. Dude, Crystal Crawler was my first Aquazone set.
Oh, that's great.
Definitely need to do Aquazone soon.
I'm really looking forward to Aquazone, but give me some time to do a nice mock, because I've just got some ACL pieces that I want to use.
Speaking of mocks, well, here's some again, I mean, one thing I will say, some submodels, I would say it's not submodels, alternate builds. Some alternate builds really hit. Some of the castle ones we looked at recently were like as good as their own sets. Even RoboForce, I think, had some pretty solid ones. These ones, they're
a bit
fine.
They're not quite, are they? I thought about this even as a kid, looking at them. I was like, not much, especially that the robot's pretty weak at the side. But the ship's nice in that one. So, yeah, horses for courses. I wouldn't mind making them. I wouldn't mind. I might have a little scout on back of the box, and because the one in the bottom left with the 3 cascading wings is kind of funky, but I wouldn't mind seeing what that feels like together. And the one at the top with the double cockpit at the front, I quite like the look of that as well. But yeah, no, you're right. It is a bit funky.
I think this suffers from the set design being so damn good that when you try to make an alt build, it just doesn't live up to it. I do like the concept of this big towering, like the day the earth stood still looking robot thing over here.
Yes. Yeah.
It's kind of fun. And I mean, you got a little bit of space police, with this double cockpit.
Yeah, man.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Did you mention that? You might have mentioned that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I read a comment while you're talking,
no, they didn't quite do the exact space, but they didn't overlap the cockpits, but it gives that same impression of a bit of a cascading front. But yeah, so there's some cool stuff, but some of it's a bit wishy-washy, like this. Yeah.
There's the location.
Basically, there's your location.
Yeah, that's
we're trying to get you to do the right thing and buy the Deep Freeze Defender edition. That's what's happening.
I see what's going on.
Your space buddies are trying to root for you, bro.
Yeah.
But no, it is, the base is fantastic, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's see. What are we saying here? Glatt says, hey, I legitimately will defend City Space for a smaller rover and the interstellar spaceship, both excellent. I absolutely love City Space, especially this most recent wave where they kind of brought in some aliens and some sci-fi elements. I think it's awesome. I absolutely like it. It would be even better if it didn't have City slapped on the box and it was its own thing.
Yeah, true.
Why no City Castle? Well, we had Nexonites. I don't know how that went.
City Castle would just be like an old castle ruin and like a David Attenborough minifig.
Well, they had that in town, right? The little town square. They had little knights doing their thing. It was like a Renaissance town kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So here it is. Here's the one. It's got 2 of those giant domes. I mean, we know what this looks like. It's just good all around. And this is, look, I mean, we were if you just look at this for a second, it's got all the things I was talking about that I like. We got the rows of wheels. We got the base plate. We've got the location. We got the missiles. What more do you want in a set? Like,
of course, it's there.
You can't go wrong.
I'm just trying to think how I could argue against that, but it's difficult because you're right, Jason. It's a lovely base. We've got an extra side plate. One part that I really like in this set that's not obvious, considering it contains a very, very rare satellite, is I just really love those blue 2x8 hinge pieces that they've stacked two together here to make the arm for the rocket system. You can't underestimate how stiff those are and how they're able to actually hold something quite rigid. They come in handy for drawbridges and all sorts in other themes, but in space, for things that hold rockets or, connect levels or something, they actually can hold quite a bit of weight. I've been putting stuff with magnets on them and weighing them up, and they're pretty good.
They're better than the prong hinge 2 and 3 whatevers. Even when they stack those, they're just not quite there for any kind of weight, And I think all of us have probably Googled this a 10 trillion times, so I'm not going to actually spend too much more time on the base, even though, there's a lot of stuff to love about it. I don't remember, is this the only, does Dr. Kelvin come on?
She's on the freeze. She's on the freeze as well.
And on the base?
Yep.
Okay. So that's good. Just a note, she was the first female minifig in LEGO Space, so.
Yeah.
Just, and then here's some alt builds. We got some interesting situations going on here. Again,
wowzers.
Maybe this one down here where they got the domes on the ground.
Look at the mega core at the top with the tiny wheels.
I see that. Mini core. Yeah, these are bad. These are
pretty bad, man. I'm looking. I'm searching. Maybe the bottom one is a push, but
the bottom one, the bottom one I think is good. It's got the radar dish up down the side.
Yeah,
that could kind of surpass,
or
not surpass, but pass as a decent.
There is the art of leaving lots of a raised base plate just untouched for effect. You have to be really well offset to get that to work well, but not too bad. The robot's kind of fun for fun's sake. It's very forecasting of robo.
Well, and I wonder if that is a robot or it is. So it's on wheels. Okay, that was a little blurred out down there. Okay, so it is. Trick Bricks definitely high on the wish list for him. So it's a cool base. We could go back to the city or open a portal to invade Lego City with Friday Nights. We got Time Twisters.
Night Lord, get on it.
Yeah. Well, you could kind of play off Time Twisters with that. That was almost a similar kind of idea there.
Yeah. Get the portals going, man.
So here it is. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to bring in some more slides. Well, here. I'm going to drop back to here because this is better to look at for our eyes. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to bring in some more slides. If you want to drop your final closing thoughts on the base.
Sweet, man.
I have this. Actually, I pulled this up. I wanted to show this real quick. This is kind of cool. It was in one of those. It was before Lego Mania. It was called Lego Mania magazine, and it was called something Brick something. I don't remember. But they had this again. This wacky robot.
This is crazy.
And you could build this.
Is this the Zach the Maniac?
Well, it was before it was called the Maniac.
Right.
It wasn't Lego Mania. I'm trying to remember what it was called before that. I cut off the part of the thing that had the name title. Of the magazine. But it was called like Brick something.
I see.
Anyway, this was before Mania was a thing. Same idea though, exactly same thing. It was alternate builds, little lore, stories, comics.
Yes.
Brick Kicks. Is that what it was? Brick Kicks.
Brick Kicks.
You're right, man. Yeah. I pulled this off of, again, Back of the Box Builds had a scan of this one. So check them out. Go and they have a ton of free PDFs for a lot of the alt builds too. So you can download those and build them.
It's one of those. I'm aware there's loads of stuff on Back of the Builds that I do need to just do with the rest of my collection once I've built all the stuff I want. I just keep forgetting, and the more I see stuff like this, I'm like, this would be so fun to just open a page of this, grab a box of bits, and just do some of this kind of stuff. It's great.
Yeah, man. It's
but
fun.
Also very wacky.
Yeah, this might not be worth building. I just wanted to pull it up here because it was part of the official, official literature.
It's in the law. It's in the Lego's design realm.
Yeah, and then of course the CMF Dr. Kelvin. It would be fun in the future to get a CMF Commander Cold.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Real quick before we go mocks and then wrap it up.
Yeah, sure.
What are your thoughts on this overall concept for a remake of Ice Planet?
Okay, so overall, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's just leave the trans orange argument to one side because that's too long-winded.
Right.
So let's just say this was trans neon orange, and I was going to give my judgment. It's cool. I even like the new design of the head helmet. Like, I'm not dead against it. I think the designer did a great job with the sort of time and guidance from Lego that he had.
Yeah.
And I've seen him talk about designing that helmet. So that I didn't hate. The torso's great. It's a bit like, with the Blacktron 1 remake, you get a bit of back printing now, etc.
Oh, okay.
The armory thing, the sort of blue Space Marine Warhammer sort of thing, I like. I'm not dead bothered. I could have just had her in a normal outfit. I think the obvious thing and the elephant in the room is it's gutted that the helmet hasn't got trans. Even if it was going to be white and have just if it was just trans orange clear, just painted on, that sucks quite a bit of the Ice Planet soul away. Or I'm just insane. One of the two. But so that is a slight drawback. I don't know about the Space Marine armor, but again, like a lot of these units, and the same with the Mtron guy, you can have them as sort of high heavy duty guys in your army, or like a different function, a different role. So alongside the classics, pretty cool. Overall, I quite like. I think this was the best of that series of CMFs, followed closely by the Mtron. This and the Mtron were sort of the best ones for me. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The Mtron one was really cool. This disappointed me a little bit, but it's hard not to get excited when Ice Planet come back in anyway.
Yeah, especially
didn't need to do it.
It's an obvious character. I mean, she doesn't have earrings, which is kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Very annoying.
But other than that, it's clearly a remake.
I like that they gave us a hair piece of her so we can have her in the base with this stuff.
That's fun. She also came with a robotic penguin, I think. Which is kind of cute. But I'm with you pretty much overall on everything you said. I also like that because we have so much of the old stuff. I mean, it can be kind of hard to find sometimes. But overall, we have all the parts for the, Trick said he likes the overall remake, but wants the visor to be hinged. I'm going to lean into what you said. The armor piece and the helmet. Perfect for, I wouldn't say army building, but unit building, right? You can create more heavy duty like ice caver units or something that go down underneath or whatever the ice or they could be like troops. Also, when you make a CMF, because you're not remaking the whole theme, the amount of parts you get where you could potentially buy 5 or 6 of these and swap armor and helmets around with different people and create 7-10 of these people, ice troops or Ice Planet guys. I think that's cool that they did that because it all kind of goes with Ice Planet color scheme. Also, I want to just point out the little clamp, kind of like ice boots that are printed on her toes.
Yes,
Great addition.
Very cool.
That speaks directly to the lore and the whole utilitarian kind of theme as a whole, right? With all the tools that were directly connected to where they were at. So I really do like that.
I always just saw them as the Mtron in the ice. That's the only, I always just saw them in that way. Mtron in the ice. They've got that, like you say, utilitarian. They're not exactly in the conflict, although they're in the conflict, but they're on a different mission with a lot of specialized funding and a lot of specialized gear to do a job with some satellites. A bit like Mtron with their magnets, although they were a bit more recovery, weren't they? So it's cool. It's great minifig, great remake. Could have been better, but it came at a good time for minifigs. I remember being able to get 7 or 8 of these because of the box scanning, and the same with the Fright Nights and the Sheep Herder before this. I got loads of them because we were able to weigh or scan the boxes and get as many as you want. And I've got like a Smith's just down the road from me that sells all these guys, so I just hoarded these. But been missing out on the CMFs for a while now, haven't we? Nothing good for ages, unless you like weird stuff.
No, I'm with you, man. I don't know if I even got one of these Ice Planet figs. Anyway, we're gonna run through these are recolors, right? Or are these actual?
So yeah, this is an actual recolor, but there is some different stuff. It's not fully recolor. I've added onto it. It's been embellished a bit. So just wanted to show off a few things I do in Ice Planet, because again, I see them as quite synonymous with Mtron. So here's an Mtron recolor of the ionizer. I had so much fun with this that weirdly I went on to make every single classic space faction an ionizer, including insectrons, including insectoids and UFO. They've all got ionizers. For better or for worse, I just got in one of them. But yeah, this was my Ice Planet one, and it's nice I was able to use like the white goblet and stuff. And then this one,
this is back here.
This is based on the so yeah, this one here, this is based on the Spy Track chassis design from Space Police 1. This is I kind of use the grill on the front for just a little bit of a difference. The crane works really nice. You can kind of drop this whole work pod off. I say the crane works really nice. The clips come off, typical. But yeah, so if you put the picture back up, because I've broke the crane off.
Oh, you're good. Here, pull this back up. Trickbrick says particle isonizer.
Particle isonizer, yeah, that's it. That's it.
We got that happening.
But yeah, I like the Spy Track one because it uses the 8x8 plate that you can in trans orange that came out. That's quite a nice part to use.
I like these
work platforms.
I like these little modular pods you got, kind of in the spirit of Mtron.
Yeah,
with their tools and things inside. That's really fun.
Yeah. So that's got the Ice Planet's resources in and stuff. And yeah, I just like to give them a place for all that kind of stuff to live, you know.
Awesome, man. No, I like that.
So those are
some fun little recolors.
A while ago. Those are quite old now. But this is what I did last night. So this one here, let's just pull this on full screen on mine. Sorry, I was in the mode of uploading stuff. So this is my mark. So yeah, I really wanted to use my blue burps and my white lerps to start building up a little bit of terrain, and using that composition we talked about from Western a few weeks ago as well, kind of around the corner. So that crept into the mind frame, and then I kind of got inspired with the crane arms from your Mtron mock. So I've got a little tiled surface there that crane pulls along back and forth to pick up different things, different magnets, and then the vehicle that transports them just pulls nicely onto those slopes. And this is the back view. There is a satellite rocket launch pad on there, and several different layers of control. There's Dr. Kelvin. You can see her there on the second floor.
Yes,
she's in there. I managed to get a couple of little. There's like an angle with jumpers. I managed to get a 45-degree angle of a control panel of the machines to mirror the angle of the quarter dome from the inside. So that was fun.
Oh yeah, it's this right here. Yeah, reminds me a little bit of that Space Police station I was trying to build. Yeah, man.
If you just jump back to the rear view, if you can, Jason, just very quickly, just point out a couple of bits. So there is, what was I going to talk about then? So if you look at the right-hand side, just as it's going off, you can see I did like the Broadsides Brig prison with the bars on the arch, just for giggles, just because I can. That's just like whatever's going on there. Yeah,
I like using arches in space. It's fun.
Yeah, so it's utilitarian. The car can fit underneath that back bit. It can also park on its part at the front. I'll just pull the actual mock out because there's a few moving features that I could demonstrate very quickly. I know we're on a time.
No, you're good. You're good. We got a little bit of time here. Let's let's do that. Let me pull you a full screen here, and then there we go. And I'll pull this off here.
No worries, man. So yeah, there's the full bit. So there's your crane that slides across the hinge platform.
Right on. Yep.
Classic. Yeah, just very classic stuff. Nothing new here, apart from maybe these high girders in an angle to try and match the degree on the quarter dome.
Love it.
Those circular panels that are a little bit like Explorians here, but in trans orange. These are quite hard to get, but I just use those as like kind of energy tanks. And then there's the corner doorway in blue with a trans orange window piece fitted. They do fit, which is nice.
Works well.
And then obviously this guy can kind of come away while the rocket takes off and then go in to perform a bit of maintenance and then come back and launch. He's on his full swivel. He's modular as well. His little chair in true Space Police fashion. So yeah, just like you've got to do it with space, and that's the way I was sort of came up on space, is keep it modular. So, but with a little bit of help and inspiration from the Western composition for that set we looked at a few weeks ago.
I love it.
I managed to pull off something reasonably nice to go on the shelf.
It looks great, man. I mean, I was surprised you pulled that off yesterday because you sent me a photo of it. And I assumed you'd been chucking away at it for a while.
No, 6 hours.
It's nice, man. You got a Lego con you ever bring stuff to, or are you thinking about trying to get to one?
I will do at some point. They won't know what's hitting. They don't even know.
It's gonna be over, dude. You're gonna sweep the floor. Bricks just real quick says, or Trix Bricks says, this is stellar. Glatt says he loves the angle blue supports. Here, we'll get a picture of that. I was looking at those as well. I really like that. That totally in line with what we're building in this theme. And Sass Band says, looks like a ton of play features. What a cool idea, man. And then
man, it's like it's a compromise between mock and set design. I like the little car using those newer white wheels from Dreams. I'm not sure. But
couple of different things, I think.
Yeah. I just carried a couple of these. Now these are, speaking of Aquazone, that's these, but I do think they come in quite nice.
They're perfect. Heated boxes to keep your food warm.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Whatever.
Yeah. But I did actually stick to the nice Town OG classic, the front.
Perfect.
With the grill and the two, just to keep it classic. So yeah, I'm going to say like more on the air of set design. I didn't,
totally
could have gone mad with 45-degree slopes and stuff on that one, but I did hold off a bit just to keep the piece count well below 1,000.
No, I'm with you, man.
Thanks, Lauren. Dope.
Yeah,
I agree. It's pretty dope. Now look at this bad boy.
Likes the round tanks on this one. Sorry, this one right here. Let's bring yours back in real quick.
There they are, the side tanks, with the Aquazone fans on, just to keep them
spacer Nate. Yeah, you got to keep them. Well, probably not cooled. Maybe keep them
just
warm.
Yeah, warm. I don't know what's going. I'm going to be honest. I just popped them on.
Yeah, Lorem System. I'll give you a shout out for this one too because he did the background for me.
Amazing.
Yeah. He worked it up. I think he ran like 1,000 AI tests just to get those like ice crystals and the grid in the sky. And normally I'm not a huge AI guy.
No, but however, if you can use it tastefully, if you can get a tasteful result, then that's the thing. That's the difference. I think Lorem System's really good at that kind of stuff. He's got loads of really niche stuff, niche graphics, and seems to be doing a great job. Yeah, that's amazing. You're gonna have to hook a brother up as well, man. I could do with some funky backgrounds. Where's my ass background? Yeah, I know it's ace.
Put him on blast.
Yeah, man. No, I'm only joking. I wouldn't do that. He's a great guy. No, this is amazing. It looks great, and I love what you've done with the minifig straight away. There's loads in the build, but minifig design here. We've got some different kind of Ice Planet guys, and this is fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is again, I will just preface again. I don't think it's a problem when you're pulling in a combination of like Photoshop and a little AI element here and there to make your presentation look good. I mean, sometimes it's just that really does come down to time saving, and we can have a real conversation about AI Lego content. I'm mostly against 90% of it. However, this is one of the uses where I'm not too concerned about it. It's all the other stuff that I could rip into pretty hard, but we're not here to do that. We have a few minutes left on the live, so let's take a look at this thing a little bit more. We got some comments. Here we got Trick Bricks. He loves it says absolutely love the low cockpit on the rover. Yeah,
it's so cool.
Yeah, I wanted to give him use those big wheels and just get that low profile. I just something about that with the missiles on the top there.
They're not too easy to get, those wheels. These big white wheels, they're not that easy to get in.
I'm sure
they're quite expensive.
Here I am,
one of my most expensive bits.
Here I am, just populating my designs.
Just classic brick stop.
Just hundreds of dollars worth of rare pieces.
It's the exquisite taste, sir.
Something. Something. We got the big wheels. Yeah. So this is I wanted to add on to a theme that pretty much is a perfect theme, right? It's a perfect space theme. It's got pretty much everything you need. It's got a mothership. It's got a base already. Yeah. It's got a bunch of small builds and some crawlers and things like that. But maybe we have a place where they're designing and building the satellite rockets. So this was really the whole concept behind this, is where they're
love that,
producing these and then they're shipping them off to be used in the base and the other places.
Yeah.
So
it's rugged, it's grafty. Like, the first thing I really loved about this is like there's a bit more black in the palette. The palette's the same, but you've introduced a little bit more black than usual, and then you've revealed bits where the base plate is back to grey, where the ice is melted because it's going to be so hot where all the manufacturing's going on. So it's got this industrial kind of it's totally consistent with the iPlanet universe, but it's got this slightly darker tone, or at least grittier tone, and it just works really well. There's some, fantastic.
Yeah. I wanted to point out how you did it. Yours is more neoclassic. The amount of cool, transparent parts you can integrate into Ice Planet is great. I think Nexonites provided us with an insane amount of perfect pieces to do neoclassic Ice Planet. So, but yeah, that's something also to consider if you guys get into more of interest in, or already do, expanding classic themes. That is one thing that I look for. Sometimes I just like, especially with castle, you can just build more castles, towers, whatever, taverns. But when I'm looking at it, sometimes what I'll do is I'll really look at a theme and be like, well, so what would be the next step, right? What can we add to this that doesn't exist yet? That can expand it more towards its full potential, or what if it had another wave of sets or whatever. So that's something to think about from a design standpoint. It's like what makes sense here, right? So it's like, okay, well, maybe the facility behind what we get to see in the original sets, producing these little ice planet rockets and stuff like that.
It's great. If it wasn't for the lattice beams, I could probably make it. I don't have the the RoboForce inverted windscreens from that low cockpit that Trix likes. I haven't got any of those either. They are hard to get.
I think they're science. I think they're for science.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, the rockets.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
What are the rockets doing?
I don't think they're militant, are they? We should probably just talk about that very quickly before we finish. I'm pretty sure they were heavily military funded secret research. Yeah. Probably something to do with aliens or something.
What were you saying right before I cut you off, man? You were talking about some sort of panel.
Oh, the inverted windows from the vehicle in your mock here.
Oh yeah,
the RoboForce ones, but without the sticker.
Yes.
Is that the only way to get that in orange?
I'm not even sure. They might have come on I don't know.
I think the only way to get it in orange is to get a RoboForce one and take the sticker off. Or maybe it isn't.
It might have shown up on Nexonites.
Okay, cool. Maybe.
I don't know.
It's super rare if it did, because it's really hard to get, that is. I don't think I even have one. And I've got some super rare trans orange stuff, but that I still can't get them.
Thanks, Spacer Nate. I appreciate that.
It does.
It was fun. I like the look of it, It looks like heavy
industrial a bit of a grittier tone. And again, like you do with the castle factions that you design and the pirate continuations that you design, just envisioning what would the next one be, so that it's not a rehab. Mine is a bit more member berry than this. This is like, this could have come next. It's got a different tone. So I like that. I do. I'm a big fan. It's great. I'd love to see this one built, man.
That'd be fun. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. I like that Black Falcons that reminds you of the APC from Alien.
It does. It is a bone. Yeah, it is proper like the Aliens APC.
Thanks, Absolute Garbage. I appreciate that. So this is pretty much perfect. Well, I don't know about that, but
well, it's just great. It's a great version of what it is. It's great. I like the little gates at the top on the clip. I like everything. I like the track. It reminds me a little bit of the Ice Planet equivalent of your Prospectus build. It's like it's very much like, it's just like the Ice Planet equivalent.
The track coming out the middle there. Yeah. And then let's see. I think I have a revert or a rear picture here. We'll pull that one up too.
Cool.
So there's some features. We pulled the little trans neon orange bars for the laser grid door that can open.
That's ace, because that's consistent.
Yeah, technically this crane probably should be a little longer. Maybe in real life it would need to be just a little longer to be able to reach from the little train car that comes out of the main facility.
I had this problem last night, but I've only got so many of those blue hinges.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's a decent amount of room and things going on inside the Rover. It's a substantial vehicle. If you built this, I mean, it'd be a pretty big, chunky boy. And then I do like the integration of, I don't even know what you call that piece. Lorem System has dyed a bunch of them different colors, but it's that big pack from
the
space.
jetpack.
Jetpack. I like integrating that as like a heavy miner or trooper kind of thing.
Yeah, with
and
the
then
trans
on
the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's so cool.
And then even the blue classic space like little vest with a blue helmet makes a nice alternate like trooper, right?
The first thing I'm going to do when we get off this live and I've had a brew and make sure Litland's all right is I'm going to put a blue helmet on a couple of my Ice Planet guys, make them into something a bit heavier, and then I'm going to see if I can find a blue police hat and have a bit of an indoor get up for Commander Cold, because this design you've got here looks great with his arms switched to blue instead of white as well. Those subtle little sort of changeovers. Very
that
well.
might not even. I don't even know if that is Commander Cold's head.
It looks like a different bearded guy.
It might be, but like I like to switch it up when I'm doing any kind of stuff like that. I'll switch it up a bit.
Well, why not? Because we've all seen the other millions of times. We want something new, and that's great.
You can kind of see that blue guy out in front. I put like a white rope on his little I don't even know what that is. A weapon. Bowcaster. And then I used more of those transparent orange cylinders on his back there for like batteries or heat packs or something. So
they work very well.
You can really get creative with these old themes where they're so like primary colors with blue, white, and black. For sure. You can really just blow it up and do whatever you want.
For sure,
expand it. So Lorem System says, yeah, it's very industrial. Thank you. Space Grenade says it is the only way to get those panels. I just looked yesterday. Okay, so those are super rare. So this vehicle would cost you a lot to build, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would.
But yeah, so that was the mock that I've done, or the set design that I put together. Take one more look, and then I'll pull yours back up here.
No, you're all right. I'm just having it here in the little thumbnail just before we sign out.
Okay.
Just like that.
But yeah, so that's our addition, our contribution, using our own pieces and imagination and the digital building software provided to us by Bricklink, to kind of expand the theme, which is kind of my whole goal with basically what I'm doing online at this point. And, I haven't been posting as much. We've been doing these videos as kind of our main content at this time. But the whole goal is to expand Lego, expand classic themes to their full potential is kind of my motto. My actual motto on the Brickstop Instagram page is
do better.
I'm going to keep it that. It's been that way.
Good mantra, man. It's a good mantra.
But then it is. There it is. Kept it around an hour. I got to take care of the family. Got to take care of myself. My son's still pretty sick. He was actually hospitalized yesterday. And he is back home doing well. He just had a breathing issue with the cold flu thing that's going around. So it's been a long couple of days. But we're back on our feet. We're going to make it happen. So.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's been an amazing show. Very quickly, 1 second. Earlier when we talked about Aquazone, I mentioned I'd got a bag of pieces that I wanted to use in an Aquazone mock. Yeah. It's these crazy panels. I don't know if they're new in this colour or if they've been around for a while, but I managed to get a bag of these brand new. That is normal yellow, by the way. It just looks different on my camera. But I thought they could look cool around a 32 base plate as like a ground base or something. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. So hold off on Aquazone for a few weeks while I can cook something up.
I've only got
thing from me.
I've only got one mock in that one too. It's one of my very early ones from Instagram. So, that's I might have to put something else together before we do a show on that one. But you're just sitting here chilling. Sorry, there we go. Anyway, we'll do that. I love those panels. They really remind me most of the blue ones that came on Arctic.
Yes, they do. And they also remind me a bit of Europa as well. a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they had all the weird angles they were doing with the forks and things like that. Thank you, Trick Bricks. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, everyone. You've been great tonight.
Yeah.
And we'll see you.
Happy Monday. Next Monday.
Monday.
We'll keep chugging away unless there's something that gets in the way of the show. But otherwise, we'll see you all next Monday. Drop a like, share the video, drop a comment after we post it. Of course, we appreciate all the follows. Thank you so much for jumping into the live. We had a decent amount of people here and a lot of comments, a lot of engagement, and we really enjoy that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Drop us a like if you can. It helps the video. But yeah, thanks for being here. It's Ace. Great community.
All right. Happy Monday, guys. Take it easy.